Hello, bar takers. It's Lisa Duncanson, your bar exam guru. I wanted to address some things because it's getting really close to the bar exam right now. And I wanted to give you some encouragement and tell you that there is still enough time to get through this test, no matter where you feel you are at or not at. And I think that one of the best things, I know that one of the best things that you can do right now in these final days leading up to the bar exam is to know how to manage your time and to know where to focus. So one of the ways you can get that focus is to invest in the bar exam predictions package. It's not just a list of predicted topics. It actually provides you with 30 plus essays for your review that are all past California bar exam essays with released answers. And I'll talk about that for a couple of minutes because released answers are really critical for you to see. They're far better than model answers because you need to know what you're striving for. Okay, you're striving to pass the bar exam. You're struggling. You're working hard. You're doing everything you think you need to do. But what's far too many bar examiners fail to understand is that you have to know the issues. And you think, yeah, of course I do. But unfortunately, setting big fat outlines doesn't tell you, and memorizing all that stuff does not create an excellent above passing answer on an essay or a PT. So there's a format. There is a way to prove to the grader that you're ready to be licensed, that you're ready to be out there taking on clients. And it's not that hard to do, but if you don't know the issues, you're not going to pass. So I don't care how well someone writes or how perfect their rule statements are memorized. If you miss issues more than two, it's over. And I'm not trying to terrify you. I'm trying to make sure that you understand what you're undertaking right now. You have time to figure out what the law means in the context of the essays. You've already been doing that with the MBEs. If you're taking the general exam, I know you've been studying MBEs. Maybe you think you need to do more or less. But the essays, you have to pass the written portion as well. And too often, I mean, I've been doing this for 25 years now, and too often examinees come to me having failed the bar multiple times, and it shouldn't be this way. It shouldn't be this way. It's not an IQ test. People that come to me having failed multiple times are not people that shouldn't be taking it and being a lawyer. It's just that they don't have some of the information that they really needed. Most people focus on memorization. And sure, they'll write some essays or review some. But if you're reviewing model answers, it's really not that helpful because how are you going to do what someone took 6-7 hours to write and craft and have a couple of editors from the bar prep company edit it and perfect it and go through a committee and get it approved? I mean, this is crazy. You aren't going to do that level in an hour. And sometimes the writers of these answers haven't even taken the California bar exam. So there you go. I mean, is that really what you want to study from? So I suggest in my predictions package that you review the 30 plus essays that I've provided. They're provided for a reason, to give you a good coverage of things that you really need to know and to also reflect the areas that I think are most likely to come up on the bar exam, this upcoming next bar exam. So it's really important to have a focus. And this will provide that to you. You'll be able to understand how to manage your time in these final days, which is critical. You don't want to be lost. You don't want to have a lack of direction. You want to know where to focus. And so nobody's in a bar prep program right now. The classes have ended. So what are you going to do? And I think this is this is why I do it, because I want to be able to help people bridge the gap from the big bar prep or whatever people have been doing, and help you with a reasonable cost to improve your scores and get through this test. So I'm very passionate about this, and so I don't release material lightly. I've had people I just want to pay for the predictions. Like, yeah, you know, that's great, but what if I'm not 100% this time? Just because I have been for several bar rounds doesn't mean it's always going to be the case. I want you to have value, and you need to understand these topics in the context of the test. So you've been doing that. If you've been doing MBEs, that's great. But have you really reviewed essays that are likely to come up that are the ones that the California bar examiners have embraced? That's the key. And it's not too late to immerse yourself and get into these essays. You can do them. Do 4 a day and you'll get it done. You know, that's, if you did 4 a day for 8 days, I mean, you can do the math. Do 5 a day. It's really important to do this. It's really important to look at released answers. None of the essays that I'm providing are still available on the bar website. The ones on the bar website can be helpful, but they're very unlikely to repeat any of those because they're right there, you know? So these are ones that are no longer on the website. They're not as available, and I think you'll benefit a lot from having access to these. So I want to wish you the best of luck. If you want to know more about this, just go to barexamguru.com, which is my blog, and just look at the pinned post, the very first post that will be on the homepage, and it is about my track record and what I've predicted in the past and how specific I've been able to be. But the other big value of this package is getting a way to manage your time, because it's very stressful right now. If you aren't concerned about what's coming, then there's something wrong. Everyone's concerned, everyone's worried, and some people are freaking out, you know, and that's pretty normal. But to have this go in the right way for you and for you to get to where you want and deserve to be, you need to do some things in these coming days that may be different than what you've been doing. And you'll be reviewing the material in the context of the exam. And wouldn't it be amazing, and this is what's happened to my students in the past for them, is wouldn't it be amazing to get to the exam and see essays that you just reviewed? I mean, almost identical or very similar. Wow, that's a gold mine, and it's priceless. And so I'm very passionate about creating something of great value for my students. And I work very hard to do that. And I have a team that also works very hard to support me in doing that. And so I just really think you should at least take a look at this. And we'll even, you know, my team and I can take calls. If you sign up for this and you have questions about anything, we're going to be available to you. And obviously I have a lot of other students, but we have staff and we can address questions. So I wish you all the best of luck in your studies in the coming days, and please be positive, you know, and keep yourself together. I know it's, for a lot of people, it's very stressful. For almost everybody, I would say. I don't know who, you know, unless they don't care, you know, isn't stressed out right now. So this is something that I think that could really provide a good sense, a great sense of calm, and giving you a path for these critical days leading up to the bar exam. So I'm wishing you all the best of luck. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to us at 213-529-0990. That again is 213-529-0990. And you can also email us at barexamguru@yahoo.com or message me through the blog. So barexamguru.com is the blog, and there'll be information about how to sign up. And you can also check out our website at Bar None Review, and you can also check out, and I would recommend doing this, whether you purchase the predictions package or not, please go to my YouTube channel, because there are videos there of essay approaches. Some of those approaches are on topics that at least one of them is on a topic that I've predicted. So if you watch those, you've got nothing to lose, okay? And you don't need any special materials for it, just a pen and paper, and take notes. And I just, I do this because I really want to help people bridge the gap and do as well as you can. So thank you for watching this. If you go to the YouTube channel, please subscribe to it and you'll always get updates for what is coming up. And again, wish you all the best.